Guys, we are live again. Not live, Miss Abby with me. I don't know if you guys can see Miss Abby. Wait for a few people to get on. Hey, Abby girl. Stevie May, what's up, buddy? How you doing? Got my tack dog here with me. Justin Craft. Weather's good, buddy. It's actually been real good weather today. Billy Joe, how you doing? Calf Roper, how you? Jensen Keller, we're doing good, and I hope you are. Nick the Trash Man, yo. I like that name. How you doing? Justin Billions. Glad you guys are jumping on here. Appreciate you. How's everybody doing? Anybody living over near the coast? Isaac Smith, how you doing, buddy? Anybody gonna be around the coast, North Carolina, South Carolina, getting ready to get hit with this hurricane? I get people asking me, because I live in North Carolina, how we're going to fare. We're in Western North Carolina, so I don't think we're going to have any kind of issues. If anything, we'll just get a little bit of rain. Maybe some gusty winds. I don't think it'd be too bad. But, Timber Hill, thank you. Congratulations on 1K. I appreciate it. Dustin, how you doing? Rufus, hey, buddy. Justin, love your videos, dude. I appreciate that. I really do. All right, guys, we got 21 on, so I'm going to go ahead and get rolling with this. Got a couple things I want to talk about first, and then we'll get into questions. So, one thing, I don't know if you guys have looked on my other previous videos down through here or not. Hang on a second. No. It's fine right now. I may have to turn off later. Sorry, guys. We're in the middle of doing something. Anyway, if you notice one of my videos, a couple videos down, we have a new giveaway going on for the youth. Coon Hunting LA, how you doing? Trey, Alexander, here he is. How you doing? Miss Nightlife joining us here. We got a giveaway going on right now, guys, for the Kitten Cooners. So it's a Nightlife package is what we're calling that. If any of you guys are youth, or if you know a youth, we've got, I think, around about 20 kids entered in this thing. And we've got until Sunday night, I think Saturday or Sunday night 1. Right at midnight is the closing of the giveaway. So got between now and then to get some youth involved, get them to go over to my video. It's like 2 videos down from this one, or it will be after this one posts. And it says Kitten Cooner Nightlife Kitten Cooner giveaway, and get them. They need to comment their name, their age, where they live, and what they love about coon hunting. If they comment on the video, that'll automatically enter them in a drawing for the video. We'll go ahead and go through a little bit of what we got here. I don't know if you guys seen another video we done recently. We reviewed this Corée light from Amazon. This is like a $90 light, 80 to 95 bucks, something like that, from Amazon. I reviewed the video, and I'll just go and do a little explanation. I mounted this completely wrong on the back here, but since then, I've had some people comment and show me how it needs to be done. So we've got this mounted right for the youth. Brand new light. All I did was take it out of the box and test it out here in the yard and never took it hunting. Brand new light, still very capable. We've also got Big Dog Blue Beacon Collar Light. Not only we want kids to stay safe in the woods, we want them to be able to keep their dogs safe in the woods as well. So this is part of the package. That's about a $15, $20 value depending on where you buy it. And then we're also going to give them a couple decals. They can put them on their four-wheelers, whatever they want to put them on. We're going to give them a green Nightlife decal. And because Sport Dog is involved, we've got a orange Sport Dog decal as well. So that's the Kitten Cooner Nightlife Kitten Cooner package giveaway. Like I said, if you got youth, go ahead and go down that video, post it here on YouTube. All the youth have to do is comment their name, their age, where they live, what they love about coon hunting, or why they need this package, and they'll be entered in for the drawing. So let me catch up on a couple comments here. Ronnie Hill, how you doing? Mitch Walter, Southern California coon hunter. Hello to Nick Nightlife from Miss North Carolina. How you doing? Robert and Jana, here they are. Hey y'all, good to see you. Talk to you today. Beacon lights are a lot better than I thought. Did you finally get you one? Alrighty. Couple things I want to talk about here. Like I said, then we'll get into our questions. The Kitten Cooner giveaway. One thing I did want to talk about that, guys. Let's see, I got the notes written down here. On this giveaway, we're doing this basically as an honor system. Anybody who comments on that, we're kind of taking their word that they are youth. And we've seen some parents commenting for the kids, and that's fine. We're totally fine with that. But we are doing by the honor system. So if you're 19, 20 years old, please don't comment on that, because if you do and you win it by the random drawing we're going to have, basically you've robbed a youth of a package. So please guys, we think everybody's pretty honest, but you never know. I did have one guy comment on there, and he ended up being older than he should have been. And I think it was an honest mistake. But, so 18 years or younger for the Kitten Cooner giveaway. We're doing an honor system, and we'll be doing a random drawing probably next Sunday night or Monday, talking about that. So also want to give a shout out to Jewel Boys Coon Hunting on YouTube. If you're just now watching me or just now watching any of this and you haven't seen anybody else on YouTube, go check out Jewel Boys Coon Hunting. They got some awesome videos up, them going coon hunting as well, and they take their son Pac-Man out, and they're really cool. Go make sure you subscribe to them. Also got Timber Hill Red Bones. She's doing a lot of cool videos. Her editing is getting a lot better, and she's primarily showcasing red bones, which is really cool because nobody else on YouTube is doing that. So if you're a red bone guy or gal, definitely got to get by there and check her out and subscribe to her. Nightfall Adventures, Nick Davison out of Ohio. He's got some really cool videos and stuff going on as well. A lot of no-nonsense stuff. He's just getting out there, hammering coons and showing good footage. So definitely go by there and subscribe to him as well. Topic of discussion that I want to talk about tonight, guys. Actually, today I had a guy named Steve Teeter. He messaged me, and he wanted to know my opinion on scent drags. He wanted to know if I use scent drags, and if I did, what do I use? And he said that he's got a pup that he's working with right now, and he's been using like bottled scent on a drag for his dog, and he says his dog doesn't seem to have any drive or any interest in it. So I give my 2 cents to him, and I thought, well, that's a good topic to talk about tonight. So I want to go ahead and get into this, and I'm no expert. You guys got better experiences, by all means, go ahead and comment and stuff. This is just what I've experienced. Personally, I don't even really use any scent drags. I like to pretty much work on my dogs when they're pups, on their kennel manners, their leading, and obedience and things of that nature. And then I pretty much just take them hunting with another dog when they're 6, 8 months old, and just kind of let them learn on their own and let another dog teach them. Maybe put out a feeder, keep some food close by to keep coons close so they can get on some hot tracks. But that's about all I do. So I actually don't really use drags. But if I was going to use a drag, I used to do it years ago, just a little bit. I believe there is a preferable way of doing it. I personally would not use any kind of bottled scent whatsoever. Here's the reason why. I got 2 or 3 reasons. One, you have no clue how old it is. And just like anything else like that, if it sits on a shelf for a year or 2, it changes. It's completely different than it was when it was fresh. So you don't know how accurate a scent it is. 2, a lot of that stuff is basically just urine. And well, think of it like this, guys. Urine over time changes and it gets super foul smelling. And urine is not the same thing as body smell or body odor. You think of it, you smell a toilet or something, and then you smell like your shirt when you take it off after work. It's 2 totally different smells. Same thing with a coon. A lot of times when a dog is actually tracking or trailing a coon, it's not smelling the urine per se, it's smelling the actual scent that the coon's putting off. So I don't think if it's bottled urine, I really don't think that's an accurate assessment. And you could teach your dog just to be running that scent alone, and that wouldn't work out in the woods situation. If I was going to use a drag, I would use a fresh coon skin. And I know, like in the summertime months and stuff like that, that's not really a practical solution because you're not knocking coons out. But years ago when I did this, here's what I did. Whenever I would go hunting all winter and fall long, I would go ahead and I'd skin out some of my coons, and I had another little chest freezer. Most people's got a little chest freezer. It's not their home freezer above their refrigerator or anything. And I would take those skins, skin them out, and I cut them in like little 6-inch squares sections, and I'd put them all in individual little grocery bags, and I'd freeze them. And then when I had a pup to work with, like in the spring or summer, basically I just go in there, I pull out one piece, throw it out when I got home from work or whatever. I throw it out there on the porch or whatever and let it thaw out, do dinner and all that stuff, and then I go out there and it's pretty well thawed out, and I'd use that to work my dog, and I might use it for like a day or 2, and then I just chunked it. And so basically you're taking one coon hide and you're turning it into 6 or 8 sessions of training, if that's what you want to do. I think that's a better method than using any kind of scent bottle or anything like that. And another thing is, I know this probably sounds gross, say you're driving home at night, middle of July, and you happen to hit a coon, grab that thing, throw it in the bed of the truck. Don't waste it. take it home, do the same thing, skin it out, save it for training if that's something you want to do, or say you see a car hit one or something. There's a use for that stuff versus just letting it lay there. That's one way of getting hides in the summertime, and I know that's not a real it's not going to happen to you all the time, so it's not, you don't have the opportunity a lot, but it is an option. But my personal opinion, I don't really use drags, period. But if I was going to, I definitely would only use fresh coon skins. Of course, once a skin gets a few days old, sitting out, it turns from a fresh skin to something decomposing, and that's a totally different smell too. So I wouldn't go that route either. Keep it fresh, keep it coon skin, not bottle scent. I think that's going to work a lot better for anybody that's interested in that. So, alrighty, Wyatt Gilbert, how you doing, buddy? Little cousin Wyatt. Jensen Keller says, I'm 15, but I put my comment on my light Thursday, my mom's YouTube, so it may look like I'm older. No, Jensen, I recognize that you were, buddy, and you're good to go. I appreciate you, and you were entered in a contest. Care Bear TV says, hey, and says your wife looks like Taylor Swift.
Taylor Swift?
Taylor Swift.
That's a first.
Well, for one thing, she's not my wife yet, so that's...
This is a promise ring.
So, yeah.
Just to clear up any misconception.
She's mine, just not...
Taken, just not legal, I guess.
Taken, not bonded?
Yeah, I guess. Okay.
And Isaac Smith, has you been hunting here soon? I guess you mean have I been hunting recently? No, it has literally been 3 or 4 weeks, Isaac. If y'all look on here, my last video that I posted hunting was the last time I actually went hunting. We have been working extremely hard hours. We've had rain on afternoons that I could go. Then I was out of town for Autumn Oaks. I had big plans to hunt this weekend. Now we got a hurricane coming in with rain. I don't know if we're going to get to go or not, but that's the idea. So Ronnie L says I use a tail of a coon before. Yep, that'll work good. I have my puppy in a coon pen. What you think about that? I got mixed about that, Joseph. It depends on if that is kind of like a supervised thing, or if it's if you're just somebody's got it running loose. I've never used a coon. I put a dog in a coon pen. I had a buddy one time that did, and here's what happened. I don't even know, somewhere in Tennessee. I don't know if the guy took it to, and if I did, I wouldn't badmouth him anyway. But what he done is he was honest about it. He said, "Pay $200 or $300. Send your dog up here. I've got 20 some odd acres. I'm gonna put it in a pen with 4 or 5 other dogs, and I got baited for coons. And it'll just sit here for a month, and it learns naturally whatever it learns." So my buddy done that. He got his money's worth out of it. That's what the guy done. The guy didn't cheat him. Problem was, when he got the dog back, the dog had learned to tree squirrels, and he had a big time issue breaking that dog treating squirrels. Anybody's coon hunted enough knows you even got squirrels out at night. So that's a big issue. Now, if it's you're sending it to somebody and they've got a pen and they're training the dog, they're putting hands on with the dog. I think that can be a really great thing as long as you got a good person. It really boils down to whoever it is and how much experience they have training dogs. And also, how I train a dog and how you want to train dogs different. Don't mean my way doesn't work, and don't mean your way don't work. So you got to make sure that they're kind of on the same page as you of what you want your dog to turn out to be and how they intend on doing that too. So I'm not sure what kind of coon pen you put in, but that's where I'll go with that. Sorry for the shakiness, guys. My tripod is very unstable. Jason Miller says, how's the weather? Hope all is well. Yeah, weather is good right now. Beautiful sunny day. I think it got like 82 degrees here. Not a problem. We got rain coming though this weekend for sure. Nick the Trash Man says, at what age would you take a puppy out? Well, I started taking mine around 5 months old roughly. Actually, I probably took them out before that just a couple times, but I didn't take them out every time I went hunting. And they pretty much just stood on my feet. And I knew that if I got treed or if anything happened and I had to get somewhere in a hurry, basically I was picking them up and hauling rail with them in my arms. But yeah, I started them out 4 or 5 months old, and it's just more or less letting them go in the woods, and they're getting their woods feet, so to speak. They're getting coordinated, learn how to walk over stumps and sticks and limbs, and then I start taking them through little creeks. I introduce them to water that way, and just getting them used to the woods and the sounds and being out at night and things like that. And then when they get that 6, 7, 8 month old range, I mean, that's when they start getting curious, and you catch your dog, and that's when they start going. Nick's took to it really fast. She started going with hide and staying, going with him when she was like 6 months old. Tuff's just now 9 months old, and well, yeah, he's probably 8. She's 9. Tuff's just now going out and going past the 300-400 yard mark. So, yeah, yeah. Robert's got it right. It says never start hunting a pup hard before it's at least 6 months old. I mainly wait till 8. Yep, anywhere between that 6 and 8 month old deer mark or month mark and earlier, that's when you need to be working on your obedience training. Excuse me, guys, my tongue is just tied up tonight. Your obedience training, your kennel manners. That's when I start putting them in a box and take them for a ride down the road. We're not going hunting, but I'm introducing them to the dog box. You know, his pups get sick. That's when I'm working all that little stuff, all the basic foundation stuff is at that young age, and then you just start taking them hunting. So, Robert, you're right on that one, buddy. How would you say the Bright Eyes Reaper Double Death compares to the Big Dog Lights? I've actually seen those in the woods together, and what I will tell you is it is not any brighter. The Big Dog Genesis is just as bright as any light on the market today. I've been with just about every single one of them in the woods except for the new Bright Eyes Double Death Reaper Gold Fever, where it's like a huge long name. I hadn't seen that one in action, but you know, basically that's pretty much the same light. It's just got a couple little modifications. But I will say, as far as the Double Death Reaper and all that other stuff, it's just as bright. Now here's the key thing with all this, guys, and I kind of drive this home with anybody I talk to. These lights that everybody's making out here, they're all quality lights. I'm not throwing off on the quality of nobody's stuff, but these things are getting bigger and bigger and bigger. Okay, we all used to have those big battery packs that went on our sides, you know, from like Nightlight or whatever it was, and other places, and they were heavy as can be. It's like toting a car battery almost. And then we went to these headlamps and these small belt packs, and was, you know, this is awesome. Now they're putting on the head, and it seems like everybody is more worried about battery life per se. So all these manufacturers keep getting their battery housings bigger and bigger and bigger, and their heads were this big, and now they've got 4 or 5 things underneath them. And to me, you've got this huge honking thing here and a huge thing on your back. That's got to be a lot of weight to be carrying on your head. And to me, that's super annoying. But the Big Dog Genesis, I'll go ahead and break it out and show it to you guys. This is how big the head is. It's not very big at all. And this right here is the battery pack on the thing. I mean, this thing ain't no wider than 2 of my fingers. And it ain't no longer either. Now, I've had people ask me all the time, what about battery life? Well, I have hunted with that light right there for 2 or 3 nights without charging. And here's the thing. If you walk around with your main beam on high for your walking light, your light's not going to last 2 nights, and I don't care whose it is. But if you're just using your walking light, that's all you need. If you're just using your main beam high to shine trees, unless you live in, you know, coon hunting paradise, and that's all you're doing all night long is shining coons, I'm not. You know, it's going to last plenty good. So basically, battery lasts just as long to me as I need. As long as you get out there every 2 or 3 nights and charge it. It weighs 1 pound. Everybody else is getting up there a little bit higher, and it's just as bright as everybody. So, and the price is either right at or a little bit cheaper than everybody, and you got a great warranty. So, you know, it's as bright as everybody else, and it's lighter. That's the key for me. Country Boys wants to know, how do you break a dog from tree and possum? Alright, I got a key for that. There's two tactics to this. One, I like to try to preemptively break a dog when they're a pup. And I'll explain how we do that first. What I do is, I got to do this with my dogs right now. I ain't had a chance. They're the 8-9-month-old mark, and I like to do this more around 6 months. What I do is I go out and I catch a possum in a cage, live trap, whatever. I go out there and I take a piece of paracord or something, I tie it to its tail, about 4 or 5 foot long, to a stake, and I stake it out in the middle of a wide open field, you know, grass foot tall or something. Nothing growed up. Or you can take it out in some woods, but you kind of want the woods open because you won't be able to see. You go get your pup, you come in about 100 yards from where the possum's tied up at. Just let your dog go. Don't cast them, don't sick them on it, just kind of send them in that general direction. Watch them. Stay close to them, but don't stay on top of them. Stay 40, 50 yards back. But enough where you can see them when they approach that possum. When they get to the possum, oh, back up here. You want a good shocking system on your dog for this. You want it turned up pretty good. You don't want to just tickle. You want to drive the point home. Anyway, when that dog, that pup, comes up on that possum, first they're going to see it and they're going to throw their head back and they're going to be all curious and stuff. Don't do anything. If they circle that thing and they're looking, they're just curious, don't do nothing. The minute that dog crosses in like 3 foot of that possum and he starts really going in there and smelling for that thing, light them up. Don't say a word. Don't holler at them. Don't scold them. Don't call them down. Just hit them. What that does is that pup at a young age like that, all it knows, the only thing that registered in its mind was I found this weird looking thing in the woods. It smelled funny. I went to look at it and it tore my butt up. And from that point on, most dogs won't even bother touching them when they go in the woods. I've done pups that way before, and I've had them quit running track and come back to the truck when they come across a possum. And that could be aggravating, you know, if they was on a good coon track or something, but I'd much rather have that than a dog that trees one and I got to walk to a possum tree. Now, secondly, if you got an older experienced dog and it trees a possum, or an older dog per se, best thing we do is if you can, shake it out of the tree alive. I don't think you should shoot a possum out if you can help it, because shooting a possum out, shooting a coon out, that dog still thinks it's getting rewarded, and I don't like that idea. If you can, knock the possum out alive, again with a shotgun collar on it. The second that dog goes to get a hold of that possum, light him up. I mean, I done that with Hyde one time. He was probably 2.5 years old. He's 4 now, something like that. Hunting with a buddy, and he, at the time, Hyde was getting extremely competitive. And basically, any dog I run him with, he'd cut to him and go. And he was pressure treeing, and I broke him of that sense in. But one time, this black tan loaded up on a possum. I heard Hyde quit his track, and here he come. He loaded up on it, and he didn't sound right, and I knew something was off. Walked in there, sure enough, possum wasn't 8 foot up, and he could see it. And he's, you know, black tan kind of backed off, and he was still hammering down on it. So my buddy grabbed a long stick, knocked the possum out, hit the ground. Hyde went over to it, and he's getting ready to get a hold of it, and he looked at it, and he kind of backed up, like, oh, this is funny. This is not a coon, you know. And then that thing would take off, and it triggered his, you know, instinct, and he went for it. As soon as he did, I lit him up, and he run circles around me and crawled up between my legs, and he walked basically between my legs all the way back to the truck, and I've yet to have a single problem with him treeing possums since. So that's how I always approach that. Sorry guys, we're getting a lot of comments. It was great. Keep them coming. I'm getting through them as quick as we can, but by all means, keep comments coming. Nick Trashman says, what's the best thing to do if you hear coyotes when your dog's tree? Most of the time, to be honest with you, I've cast dogs toward coyotes. They're opening up. They don't bother our dogs a lot around here. Couple times we've had them come in on a tree. It's just if I know coyotes are in the woods, I know they're close, I basically walk with my dog. I don't just cast and sit there and watch. And then if you ever have an experience where one's come in on your dogs, you might just want to switch out hunting there. Or, I'll be honest with you, coyotes are super smart. If you can get a chance to go in there and do a coyote hunt, and say you don't even kill one, say you shoot and miss, coyotes are so smart, they know if they've ever been hunted, they'll leave and they'll stay away. So that's one thing you do, is if you can hunt the area and let them know you're after them, a lot of times they'll stay away. So, you know, but if they're already in on the tree, you need to get there as quick as you can. I've had that happen one time before. Another little story, buddy of mine, Kim, he went hunting down in South Carolina one day on game land, and his old dog Zip, tried and true, cut a track and was blistering across the country. Blistering, beelining. And this is, 8-year-old dog, never runs trash. And he's like, man, this is almost like a deer. He's beeline gone. Or a bear or something, which they don't have a bear there. And anyway, he cut around somehow and got to him. And basically, whenever they come to a stop, he said Zip was kind of bait up, acting weird. He got in there. As soon as he got there, he said Zip was right here bait up. And about 20 yards away was a coyote with a coon in its mouth. And what it is, the coyote killed the coon. Zip come in smelling the coon, struck on it, and the coyote took off with the coon. So basically, Zip was running a coon in the coyote's mouth. So that was pretty neat. Billy Joe says, what are some techniques you use on your pup kennel behavior? I seen how yours went in house at feeding time. Yeah, Billy, what we do is basically when they're a pup, they were, how old were they? Weeks? 10 weeks old?
Probably.
Yeah, this is 18 weeks old. And what it is when we feed them, I just go up there and I tell them, I say, get to your house, and they don't understand what that means. And I'll literally, take them by the neck. It won't hurt them at that age. And I just kind of put them in their house. I say, in your house. And they go to get out, and I, get in your house. And I get real serious, and I take my hat off and just kind of lightly pop them on the nose. And, there's not hurting them or anything. It just teaches them to get in the house. Over time, they were 3-4 months old. I can walk in the kennel and say, get in your house. And they get in their house. And then I pour the food in. I never poured the food until they went and got in their house. And that was, that's the thing. They don't get rewarded unless they get in their house. And then on top of that, if they try to come out of the house, even after the food was poured, tell them, get back. And I pop them on the nose or whatever. And I wouldn't let them out until I say, okay. And it's funny because I actually go up there sometimes and I'll mess with Hyde. I'll pour his food out and I'll say, Oklahoma. And he'll do that.
That's mean.
Or I'll say, Annie Oakley. And he's smart. He's got it figured out, but if I say, okay, he's out and about. So, it's just stuff like that. And then when it comes to barking, that's our biggest issue we have. Our dogs are so far away from the house, but they're kind of up near a subdivision that backs up to us. Walking up there to scold a dog all the time does get aggravating. So we use no barks quite a bit, especially when we're not home. But, just walking out there and taking a hat, whooping them, that's the biggest thing on that stuff. TJ Giles, how you doing, buddy? Tanner Creek, or Trickle Creek, how you doing? Marcus Harrison, when does coon season start in North Carolina, South Carolina? South Carolina actually starts the 15th, which I think is this Saturday. So while I was wanting to get down there and hunt, we can actually start knocking coons out. North Carolina doesn't start till October 15th. So South Carolina starts a month earlier, and it even runs a month later. North Carolina ends the last day in February, and I think South Carolina either runs 15th of March or the end of March. So. Robert says, don't throw off on it, but that's what I didn't like about the new Hellcat, because the battery's so huge on it. I'm like you, I don't like nothing super heavy on my head. That's right. Ronnie says, do Big Dog Lights have a catalog? No, I don't think they have a catalog. There's a website you can go to, bigdoglights.com. He's got everything on there. Not many people do catalogs anymore, living in the age of the internet and stuff. I think he's only got 2 or 3 models, Ronnie. He's got the Big Dog Genesis. That's what I just showed you. Comes in bump cap and soft cap form. And then he's got, I think he's still making the Alpha light, which was the predecessor to the Genesis. It's basically got the same battery and all, but I think it's got a little different reflector in the head and stuff, so it's not quite as tight a spot. I think he still makes those, I'm not sure. But then he's got the Alpha Micro, which is a real tiny light. It's just a flood lamp, but it's super bright. We went hunting with him in Ohio, and he was actually seeing all the coons I was seeing with the Genesis with this little bitty Alpha Micro. It's a tiny, tiny little head, and it's got red and it's got white, and it's a floodlight. It's great for walking, but you can't find coons. Genesis is $300 plus shipping. The Alpha Micro is $165 plus shipping. And if any of you guys or gals are interested in any of the Big Dog Lights, you can order them from my website, nightlifekennel.com. So, but I don't think anybody really has a catalog. But you can go on my website, Ronnie, and see pictures of them. I've got 4 or 5 pictures of each model and get a good look at them. TJ says, what should you do if your dog fights with another dog? You got to break that. You need to break it quick. A couple of reasons why. A, vet bills, your dog or theirs. If your dog fights another dog, they're going to make you pay, tear their dog up. If your dog starts it, they're going to make you pay vet bills. 2, extremely bad habit to have. You don't want that, period. One, I've had buddies in the past that I love hunting with. They had ill dogs, and we couldn't hunt together. And it interfered with us hunting because, if your dog fights, 1, it can hurt another dog. 2, it can turn their dog ill as well. And 3, your buddies ain't going to want to hunt with you. So you need to break that. Best thing you can do, a good shocking system. I believe, in shocking systems for a lot of stuff like this. Or break a hickory, pull them off the fight, and scold them really good. You got to break that habit really bad. One way you can test that is you knock out a coon, you go over and put it in front of the dog, and you go there and put your hand down and grab the coon. If they growl at you, you need to get on them hard and get them real good. A couple things to avoid that can actually cause your dog to start being ill. Not guaranteed to make your dog ill, but I've seen this. 1, guys let their dogs carry the coon out of the woods. I know it's cool. I used to have a dog done it, and I loved it. And then that dog got ill. Here's the reason why. You're allowing that dog to take possession of that coon from the point you knock it out to the truck. So that dog thinks every coon that hits the ground is mine, only mine. It don't matter whether I run tree or not. It's mine. I get to take it to the truck. So when it hits the ground, another dog's there. It causes a fight. Two, also feeding in a dog box will make a dog possessive over his territory and the box. And then if you put another dog in there, they get ill. So that's a couple little things to avoid. Doesn't cause every dog to be ill, and when you do it to a dog, don't mean they're gonna be ill, but it can happen. So sorry guys, didn't mean to shake that. But yeah, definitely got to be broke. My pup, Thomas Outdoors, is my pup's 5 months old. I take him out about every 2 weeks. And last week he started babbling because he got behind the dog, so I figured I'd lay him up a month. Do you think that'd be a good idea? It could be. What I would do, honestly, is I would take him solo. Thomas Outdoors, I would take him solo. I wouldn't necessarily lay him up. You just need to take him solo more often than not. Being he's 5 months old, though, he's super young. I mean, it's not like he's, it could develop into a big babbling problem, but being that young, he's just excited and stuff. I keep taking him, and taking him with other dogs, or maybe when you cast the dogs a few times, keep him on the lead beside you. After they're gone outside, turn him loose. And go from there. But yeah, the babbling thing is an issue. It's kind of a hard thing to break, and some people love a babbling dog or don't mind. I've actually never had a babbling dog. I've hunted with a lot of them, but I've never had one. So, but I tell you though, being he's 5 months old and he's babbling off and wanting to do that, that's a sign he's got some drive too. So that could be a really good thing. Good sign that he's got drive and he's going to want to hunt. So I wouldn't lay him up, and I wouldn't stop taking him. I would develop that drive at that age. If he's wanting to go, start taking him a little more often by himself. Try that and see how that does. Trickle Creek asks, is a hurricane going to hit you guys hard? Me personally, it's probably not. We live in the mountains of western North Carolina, and I think all the models I've seen says time it gets here, it's a tropical depression, which is 90% of the time hurricanes are like that. We'll just get rain. We might get a couple inches of rain, and might get some gusty 20-mile-an-hour winds, which is like nothing. We get thunderstorms like that. So, but the coast, down flat country in the coast, they're going to get hammered bad. South Carolina too, even up parts of Virginia. So, yeah, we got to pray for all of them for sure. But no, we should be fine. I appreciate your concern. Northern Outlaws, that's basically the same thing. Appreciate it, guys. Yeah, he'll drop cotton. Says, I don't believe many will be hunting in South Carolina on September 15th. No, unfortunately not. Knockout season is going to be a bust. Knockout day, I guess. Country Boys says, I know you hunt walkers, but what do you think about red ticks and blue ticks? I'm going to say some of the prettiest dogs you ever see is a blue tick. What? She's like, here it comes. Now, I've hunted with some blue ticks. I ain't hunted with many. It's everyone I've ever hunted with was either ill or just never really made nothing. Now, I don't know. I'll be honest with you, it probably had a lot to do with the people who owned them. They really did. I think blue ticks are gorgeous dogs, though. And if I had one that done everything I need to do, I would not be objective to having a blue tick. Red ticks, I think, are pretty, too. I'm not opposed to any breed. I'll be honest with you. I am not against any breed. I would say of my least favorite of everything, I would say curs are. And it's not that there's anything wrong with a cur. It's just I like a hound, like a hound sound, like a hound look. But, if I couldn't get nothing but a cur, I'd be hunting a cur. So it really don't matter breed-wise to me as far as hunting. If I get where I can't find a walker doing what I want it to do, I'm going to grab whatever can do what I want it to do, and it won't matter what the color is. Nick the Trash Man, can you take a 1.5-year-old bear dog and put him on coon? Yes, you can. I've got good experience with that, actually. My neighbor, it was also my cousin, he bear hunts, and he had some dogs one time, and he was going to sell them. And he's about 1.5 years old, and he sold him to me. And I took that dog out, and he had been on a few bear track, and he got to where he would strike some bear with me, and I kind of got him broke off of it. But that dog, I'm telling you, he was like the slick trainest fool I ever seen. And I don't know if it had anything to do with him coming from bear stock or anything like that. But he was definitely a pack dog. I think that can be kind of bred into him. He wasn't a loner. If another dog opened, he'd pull off and go to it. Couldn't break him of that. it depends on that 1.5-year-old how far they are into the whole bear dog thing. You know, genetics plays a part in that. I feel like if they come from bear stock, they're going to want to be bear dogs a lot of times. But no, it's not guaranteed they're going to be bear dogs. You can make coon dogs out of them for sure. It comes with a different set of challenges, I think, and not every dog has those challenges, but it can be, and you just need to be prepared for it. But anyway, that dog got to be about 3 or 4 years old. It was the beautifulest treeing dog I've ever had. I mean, he was like clockwork. When he rolled over a locate, he would chop 4 times, then he'd roll 2 more locates, and then he'd sit down chopping every time, and it was there guaranteed when he did that. Sometimes he'd just roll into chops. I knew it was wrong. But if he ever rolled in what I'm talking about, that pattern, he would have been a perfect comp dog if he was accurate every time. Because like, you could have called him, a 4-year-old could have called that dog, and he was every single breath, 120 beat barks a minute, and he's a beautiful looking dog. He didn't make coon dogs, so I actually ended up giving him back to my neighbor, and he's 7 or 8 years old now, and he's a heck of a bear dog. He actually, at 6 years old, caught a 200-pound bear by himself and killed it. So, I mean, that's how heck of a dog he was. Let's see here. Funky_Hova. Hey, do you have a Snapchat? Yes, I do. Keith Hall. How you doing, buddy? Keith Hall, met you up there at Autumn Oaks. How's you and your wife doing? Very nice people. Very good supporters of us. Jerome, how you doing, buddy? Seen you up there too. It was good to meet you. We're doing good. Funky says she looks sleepy. She's actually messing on her iPad right now. So, Ronnie Hill, you're welcome, buddy. Yeah, check them out. When are you announcing the Kitten Cooner winner for the lot? The drawing ends Sunday night at midnight. So probably sometime Sunday, I'll sit down, put all the names into my database, and do the random pick. So I would imagine sometime Monday, but it could be Monday evening because I got to work Monday. But I would imagine Monday or Tuesday morning we'll have the winners. But the entries close midnight this Sunday. You know, midnight going into Monday. So we'll be deciding who wins. Robert says, "Hey, my best dog's a cur. Don't be thrown off." Thought you was blue tick man now. Country boy, how do I get rid of coyotes? Because I don't want my hounds to go in on coyote den. Best thing you do, man, is get in there and call for them. If you don't know how to do it, there's generally tons of guys around that do it. It's a big thing now. I used to do a little bit of coyote hunting. I get in there, call the coyotes to me, and like I said, the best thing about coyotes is if you hunt them, you put pressure on them, they move or they change their patterns, they get away. So also, if you know where a den's at, you need to go in there and destroy it. You know, I ain't saying do anything with the pups or anything like that, but tear it down, tear it apart, do something you need to do, put a big rock in front of a hole or something, block it. You can do that. We had a den actually not far from the house here, and we done that. So we shut it down. It was used for years, and it was a brush pile up underneath the stump thing. We went in there and cleared it out so they couldn't use it. And we ain't had them in here around here since. And also, like I said, coyotes are real smart. If you hunt them, say you get out there and you just take a shot at one, you miss. They're really smart. They don't want to be hunted. They don't want to be pressured, and they'll leave. They'll change their pattern. So you don't even have to kill them. It's best to knock out some, but if you don't get it done, you know, they will learn from that and they'll stay away. Well, half cur and half black tan, he said. Would you recommend coon hunting by yourself? Yeah, I wouldn't. She says no. She says no. Yeah, I don't do it much. I have done it. If you know where you're hunting, your loved ones know where you're hunting, you stick to a plan. Say, I'm going such place, and I'm gonna cast here, and then I'm gonna go here and cast, and you stick to that. And you got cell servers or something, you got ways to get in touch with people. Yeah, go for it, all about it. But you know, if you're going to new places, if you're hunting with someone you don't know, take somebody with you. I mean, there's a lot of things. Like, we live here in the mountains, North Carolina. We got rock cliffs and stuff, and you know, you don't end up on them maybe once a year, but when you do, it's a hairy situation. So depends on where you live too, you know.
And then if someone steals your dogs. Yeah,
somebody grabs your dog like they grabbed Hyde a few months ago. It helps to have some other people with you to when you're fat like me and you can't chase down a truck. You got somebody chase your truck for you.
You rolled your ankle in the flatlands, Mr. Mountains, so I don't want to hear it. You
throwing off on my walking abilities?
In flat, yeah.
Yeah, I'm not good on flatland. I'm slow on the hills too. Very slow. Thomas Outdoors, thanks. I have a female that babbled and she was the easiest dog to break off her problems. Thanks. This is Preston. I've talked to you multiple times on Messenger, and I want to thank you for that. Preston, I appreciate you, buddy. And anytime you have a question, you message me, guys. Anybody on here that's ever have a question, you can message me on Facebook, either from the Nightlife Kennel page or my personal page. I try to answer everybody very promptly and very quickly. Depends on work, though. Sometimes I don't get around to it for a couple hours. But, you know, I think on our Nightlife Kennel page, it says we generally, reply in 20 minutes. We try to keep that up. But there's days I go all day without being able to respond. So. Ronnie says, can I help put my daughter on here? Absolutely, Ronnie. Go for it. Go for it. I mean, like I said, I understand that when parents, you got a young kid and they can't, type or whatever, you're helping them out, or you got to have a YouTube channel, basically, or page to comment on YouTube. So, a lot of your kids don't have them and you don't want them to for, maturity reasons. I understand. So, yeah, parents, by all means, just, we had one guy that got on here and he commented, and I done a little research on him, and he was like 21 years old. So, and like I said, I don't know if he knew the 18-year-old limit. So, I'm not blaming him or anything. But, yeah, we're just trying to keep it 18 years younger. But parents, by all means, help with your kids if you need to. We are not objective to that. TJ, guys, how do you enter? One or two videos down on my YouTube page here is you'll see a video that says Nightlife Kitten Cooner giveaway. And Nightlife Kitten Cooner package, something like that. It's a video me and her done, talking about the prizes. Basically, all the kids got to do is in the comment section. You can use your parents or whatever, do it for you. Need their name, their age, what state they live in, and either what they love about coon hunting or why they need the package, the light, and all that stuff. So, if they can enter that's how you would enter the giveaway. We're not doing the giveaway through Instagram or Facebook or anything. It's just YouTube. You got the video right there? There, it's probably backwards, but there it is. So, it's got a picture of the light and everything on it. Robert says, hey, I'm a blue dog man now. Seems to be a coon dog, but I raised a cur and black dog, so I'm kind of partial to him. Hey, man, trees coons are trees coons. That's all you need, right? Do you Sorry, guys. Do you competition hunt any, and your reason for either answer? Thank you for your time. I do not competition hunt. I tried it a few times. I went with some bad casts, and I got burnt really bad. And I'm not really I'm a really easy-go-lucky kind of guy. I'll do anything I can for you. I'll give you the shirt off my back, but I will not tolerate anybody cheating on me for any reason. So that's just something I don't do. And I know it happens. I know a lot of guys are good, honest guys on these competition hunts, but if I can't have a chance of winning, not saying I gotta win all the time. If I can't lose honestly by my dog being outdone by another outstanding dog, I don't want to play. And it's a thing. It's nothing against competition. I believe it, and I think people should do it, but it's not best for me. But now I will say this: if I had a dog that I thought could win competition hunts, I've got a couple buddies that are handlers, and they're good, honest handlers. I would try to, do whatever I need to do to try to get them to go out there and handle my dog for me. Country boy, is there a way we could coon hunt together this season? Yeah, unless you live in Canada or something. So if you're not too far away, we could probably make something happen. Jerome McClintock says, we drop one dog by itself in a spot and go to the next spot, drop another dog off. If you don't like hunting by yourself. Yep. And I'll be honest with you, it's like me and my buddy Kim. We go down to Union, South Carolina, and anybody that hunts that game land down there knows. You go down a dirt road and it goes off a ridge, and the ridges drop off on either side. And there's a lot of nights, we'll either cut hide and not cut zip, or then we'll go cut zip, or we'll come both same direction. And sometimes we end up treed together, sometimes we don't. And then there's a lot of nights we'll pull off, and he'll take zip, cut him off the left side of the road, and I'll cut hide off the right. And we'll just sit there and talk and listen. When it's time to go dogs, me and him go our separate ways, and then there's nothing wrong with that. But Kim, he's a mile away from me or something. He knows where I went. He heard I in there. When Kim goes, I heard zip. I know roughly where zip was. We look at each other's tracking systems. We track each other too. That's another thing. If you hunt by yourself, but you have buddies who have, say, you both got Garmin's, or like me and Kim, we use sport dogs, you can track each other's handheld. It's a good idea to go ahead and pair your handheld up with other people, even if you're not hunting with them that night. Say you go missing, your wife or your loved ones can call up so-and-so and say, hey, I know he went over here. Let's take your system and see if we can find him. You know, it may be that you just got treed in there deep and you're just sitting down taking a break and you just ain't come out of the woods yet, but they can find you. Or it could be you broke your leg and dropped yourself on the river and you had no way of calling or whatever reason. So that's another helpful tip, is if you guys have tracking systems that compare to others with your buddies, go ahead and pair them. Even if they're not hunting with you that night, it could help you. Let's see, when will you be coming to South Carolina, Jacob Campbell? I was planning on coming this weekend because it was opening. I won't be coming this weekend because of the hurricane, so I would imagine either during next week or next weekend for sure. I mean, open season's the 15th, and it ain't going to be long. As soon as the rain gets out of here, I'm heading down there to go knock out some coons. I got pups and need coons knocked down on their heads. Janice says, let me see Nate. Let me see it. Nails, Kate, they look cute. She actually run off. She RUNNOFT. I don't know where she went. I think she went upstairs. When she gets down here, though, Jana, I will tell her. Robert, that's it, buddy. Yep. No, Rob's wife loves the blue ticks. LOL. Nick, the trash man, are you a member of the UKC? I assume I am. All my dogs are UKC registered, so yeah, I guess so. I don't really know. Is there like some separate membership to buy to be a joint? I don't know. I was part of the Southeastern Tree and Walker Association and stuff too. But yeah, all my dogs are UKC registered, and then Hyde is UKC and PKC registered. TJ Giles, if you don't know who I am, we have text on Instagram. Yeah, I know, buddy. Jacob says, let me know. I have plenty of land to hunt. Sure will, buddy. Jacob, whereabouts do you live in South Carolina? I mean, there's certain areas I can't get to very often. But, you know, I go down about as far as Union, South Carolina, and, you know, down there around Joanna, Newberry. That's about as far as I go normally. I can go farther, but then I'll kind of plan it for a whole weekend trip, not just a one-nighter. So, Anderson. Oh, yeah. I'll go down there. Let's see. You're down there. There's some game land around Clemson game land or something like that down that area, right? Nick the Trash Man, could you do some Virginia hunting? Yep, we can. And actually, I got some dear friends on here, the Jewel Boys, and Nick Davis. He's part of the Jewel Boys Coon Hunting YouTube channel. Check them out. They're up that way, and I'm planning on getting up there with them and trying to do some hunting this fall. Also, I got some great friends up there in Pikeville, Kentucky. Got the Tackett's, Jan and Robert, and I got Stevie May. And I'd like to get up there and meet with them this year and do a little bit of hunting too. So, Thomas Outdoors says, my parents put a tracker on my phone because I hunt by myself and it works great. My mom has called when I've sat at the same spot for a while, and it also tells my mom when I get home or leave. That's a great idea. That's a really good idea. It's a good idea for a man to do with his wife too. You know, if a man ain't willing to put a tracking system on his phone, he might be doing something he's not supposed to be doing. That's a different topic. I wouldn't mind it. Kate has full access to all my stuff. She got every password I got and everything, and I got into hers. Jacob says, yeah, I hunted it last week off my boat. Yeah, I heard it's pretty cool. I've never been to that one, but I've got a lot of buddies who've tried, you know, talked about getting down there and stuff. So, yeah, definitely going to do that. Actually, there's a new game land just opened somewhere near Marietta, and I went and looked at it. It looks kind of small, but I was thinking about hunting it too. But I was mainly going to use it for pups. It looked a little small to be running Hyde on, because I think it's only like 2,000 acres or something. And Hyde will be through that in no time. I mean, he'll if it's on there, he'll tree it, but he could get off of it quick too, and that makes me nervous. Robert says, I got to take off and meet him and go hunting, so I'll text you tomorrow. Yeah, buddy, let me know how that goes. And if you need anything, I'm 4 hours away, but I'll be there for you. You just holler at me, and I'll be there. Nick the Trash Man, let me know. We'll go together. Sounds good. Janice says, please do. We can't wait. When it gets cold weather, I'm going to get up there. I got like 50 pounds to lose before I come climb your mountains, even though your mountains are about the same as mine. But I'm coming. We're going to get there. Billy Joe, have you thought any more about meet and greet? Yes, I have. My only stipulation, and you know, working the way I do, I don't always have the time to sit down and figure out logistics on things. I get behind on stuff. But we want to do that, but I feel like we may have to do 2 or 3 of them. The reason why is we got like people down in South Carolina watch us. We got you know, up around western, well, all over Kentucky, but we got a good group in western or eastern Kentucky, excuse me, and Virginia as well. So I'd probably have to get around to 2 or 3 states, but I would love to do it if we can make the means happen. I will say, guys, that's exactly, you know, these hats and shirts that we sell, and we're also selling the Big Dog lights, and we got decals like this one right here, and we got them in several different colors and stuff. All that's on our website, nightlifekennel.com. That's basically what that's for, guys, is any of the money that we raise for that is going to put back into us hunting and making videos and stuff. I don't know if y'all seen last week's live video. I showed a picture of a brand new camera we bought to get better videos with. That's paid for by money that you guys have supported us with by buying merchandise. This light right here that we're giving away to youth, Nightlife Kennel money bought that. So when you guys support me and you buy stuff, I'm turning it around and putting it back into Nightlife Kennel and what we're trying to accomplish for you guys and for everybody. So don't think we're out here trying to get rich or anything. I ain't paid a single bill with that money. It's all sitting in a checking account. You know, we're just trying to put it back in. And when we go hunting this fall, if we travel somewhere, Nightlife Kennel money hopefully is going to pay the fuel bill and stuff like that. So yeah, we're going to try to do meet and greets. I definitely want to. I've got a few choice people that I want to talk to, like the Tackett, Stevie May, Jill boys that are in the areas I want to get to. I need to talk to them and line something up, get some local people on the ground to tell me where we need to go, how we can pull it off. And we want to do it on the cheap. Like I want to do something where we feed some people, but you know, I can't feed a bunch of people myself, but I don't want to charge people, or I don't want to charge them much to eat, but I don't know what we'll do. Like get together, have a picnic at a park somewhere, sit on tailgate, talk about dogs, and then somebody got a local place we can go and hunt. Let's cut the dogs. I may not even bring my dog. I may just bring the camera and film my supporters. That's another thing we're going to start doing this season as well. Anybody who's kind of close to me that I can get to easily, not anybody, some people, when I get a chance, I want to actually start going out with subscribers and filming them and their dog. I won't even take Hyde. I mean, I might take him, but mainly it's just to showcase wonderful supporters that have been supporting us. So that's a goal for this season. Let's see. Thomas Outdoors, call Life 360. Alrighty. TJ, my cousin said he wanted to hunt with you, but we are too far away. Where are you at, TJ? Trey, what are you doing next weekend? Looks like I'm going to be home and wanted to see if you want to hunt. I'll be there. I will be there, buddy. Honestly, Trey, if you say we can go over and hunt, I will be there with bells on, buddy. I'll bring Hyde and I'll bring one of the pups. Sounds great. Trey Alexander on here, guys. If you roll back some of my videos, you see me hunting with a big pile of youth kids. Those are all Trey's kids and some of his kids' friends. Trey's got an awesome family. He was gracious enough. He's been a supporter and a follower of mine for a good while. He was gracious enough to reach out to me one time. He don't live but an hour and a half or so down the road. Said he had some private land in South Carolina if I wanted to hunt it, and I come down there and we hunted. We hunted with his dog and hunted with mine. Took his kids out, showed him some coon. Got his wife in the woods. We had a great time. So yeah, TJ or Trey, excuse me, I will be down there, buddy. We'll talk. Text me. We'll talk about it. Jacob Campbell says, I'll send you my number on Instagram. Just hit me up when you're down this way. I have big tracks we can hunt where you don't have to worry about roads. That's great. And see, that's my issue. You know, I've treed coons with Hyde on 100 acres. But it was 100 acres surrounded by other 100 acres. Even though I didn't have permission to be there, at least I knew I could drive around, knock on the door, or walk in and get him. Roads make me nervous. I generally don't like to cut Hyde on anything less than 1,000 acres. But that's hard to find. So, Jacob, that sounds good, buddy. Keith Hall, come to Indiana. I want to, buddy. We talked about that up there. Autumn Oaks. I would like to. He'll drop cotton. Thanks for everything you do with your YouTube channel, Facebook. All my buddies have quit coon hunting. I'm the only one left. It's nice to see someone else doing the same thing I enjoy. I appreciate it, buddy. That's sad, though. You know, everybody's getting out of coon hunting these days, and it's terrible. I mean, it really is. Land's hard to find. Good dogs seem hard to find. I don't know if things are being bred to death or what, but it's like the genetics of dogs aren't what they used to be either. So, the coon hunting sport is dying. I feel like it's dying. I hate that. I mean, it's really depressing. I mean, even like right here where I live in Western North Carolina, the county I live in, I can't hardly find a place to hunt because we got so many retirees and stuff moving here. Well, developer will buy a mountain of land, 500 acres, which ain't much, but we could have hunted at one time. He'll buy it, throw 2,000 houses on it. It's crazy. They're in there, they're stacked in there like cordwood on mountains like this, and there it goes. You ain't got nowhere to hunt. And even the little piece of land you have beside it, you can't hunt it because you're afraid your dog will get in there on the subdivision. So, coon hunting is in trouble, guys. And I'll tell you another thing that alarmed me really bad. At Keith Hall, you can attest to this. Up there at Autumn Oaks, man, the crowds were way down. I don't know if any of you guys have been to Autumn Oaks before, but you go in this big shed, in the main vendor shed, you got vendors lined up on both sides like this, and you got a big breezeway you can walk through and just kind of check out the vendors as you come around. Normally, you can't walk from one side to the other. I mean, it's so crowded. Like, you couldn't, you might could walk through, but you couldn't put a stroller or nothing through there. Like, it's crazy. And you could have drove a golf cart through there at any time that weekend. Crowds were so low. I don't know. The vendors are having trouble. Sport Dog done really good. We sold a lot of stuff. I done really good. I had hats and shirts over there at the Big Dog booth, and they sold really good, which I appreciate it. But yeah, these events and stuff is a sign. Them going down is a sign that, the whole coon hunting thing's having issues. So, TJ, you're in Ohio. I come to Ohio. I go to Ohio. I've got a hunt planned, hopefully for November in Ohio with Big Dog again. So, Trey, buddy, sounds good. All right, yeah, message me. I'll be on top of it. Trey, where you at right now? I know you're on the road trucker. Where you at? Everybody hunts deer dogs and hog dogs around here. Jeff Stokely, where do you live? I know we talked, Jeff. I think you've told me before, but I can't remember. So that's another thing, too, with South Carolina. It used to be, there's a lot of areas to hunt 2 hours south of me in South Carolina. A lot of them are getting covered up in hogs now. I mean, it's crazy. And, my coon dog is not a hog dog. I've never had hide on a hog, but I really hate to see what happens because, he's not a hog dog. He don't have that aggression built into him. So, North Florida, near Tallahassee. You got a lot of hogs down that way, that's for sure. Guys, I'm sorry this whole camera thing's shaking like this. My tripod is a puny little thing, and I need to upgrade and get something a little better. Alright guys, I got a couple more things I want to talk about. One thing everybody knows is the hurricane's coming through. North Carolina, South Carolina, parts of Virginia. We really don't know where it's going to hit because it's been, well, y'all know the story. It's moved like crazy. We'll pray for everybody down that way. Have them in your thoughts and prayers. Make sure, and also remember the animals. There's going to be a lot of animals. Hopefully everybody's going to get their animals out if they're evacuating too, but, there's going to be animals and stuff down there. So let's pray for all of them. Make sure everybody's okay. Hope it all goes well. Let's see. Trey says I'll be home till Monday. Then I'm marking a run up north. Be back Wednesday or Thursday. All right, buddy. We'll shoot for. It'd definitely be Friday or Saturday night, Trey. I'd like to make it Saturday night so Caitlin can come with me. I need to get her dog in the woods more than mine, honestly. So, and she works Friday night, so we'll shoot for Saturday. Miss Nightlife, you got a request.
Peggy's assistance was needed in the bedroom.
Peggy assistance, okay.
What?
Jana Tackett, are you still on here? Trey wants us to come down Saturday and hunt down there in Chester, South Carolina.
As long as we don't go to that thing.
Next. Sorry, not this. Next. Yep.
We may be out of town.
Oh, that's true, Trey. I may be out of town. I just thought about that.
We will, though, for sure.
Yeah, if not, we'll get down there for sure. Just holler at me. TJ Giles, when you make your next video, next time I hunt. So, Robert left, but I'm still. Jana, what'd you want to ask Miss Nightlife? You got a request.
I have a request.
You're a very important person. The video's all yours.
No.
Alright, babe. Be good, Trey. Jana, she asked something about wanting to see something.
Want to see something?
I can't remember what it was. Oh,
Want to see
yeah.
what else? Oh!
They're Clemson orange.
Yeah. Just in case anyone was curious, I'm not Carolina. I am pro Clemson.
I'm not football anything, so don't matter. Go Clemson.
Go Clemson. Thank you. It's the only ladylike thing I do for myself, pretty much. And
Yeah.
they don't get tore up. I'm surprised. I haven't torn a nail hunting yet. I've torn them doing other things, but not hunting yet.
That's called lead broke dogs. That's what that is.
One.
Okay, let's see where I was at here. Oh yeah. Pray for everybody in the hurricane. We got that coming through. Pac-Man, how you doing, buddy? Hi to you and Miss Nightlife, and his best dog is Susie.
Oh, hey.
Hey, Pac-Man. Hey, Susie. Okay, guys, we've had this kitten cooner giveaway. I don't know if there's anybody new watching, so I'm gonna run through it real quick. We're giving away a Coree cap light. It's got the spotlight. It's got red and green. We're also giving away a blue Sport Dog beacon collar light to go on a collar of a dog. We're giving away a Nightlife decal green, and we're also giving a Sport Dog decal orange away. This is going to a youth, 18 years or younger. If you know anybody that's interested in this, want to partake and enter this giveaway, go down on my YouTube channel where you're at now. A couple videos down, you'll see a video talking about the Kitten Cooner Nightlife package. All the kid has to do is comment on the bottom there in the comment section, or the parents can do it for them. Their name, their age, the state they live in, and either what they love about coon hunting or why they need this package. Well, why it would be helpful to them, and that will automatically enter them into the contest. It runs until Sunday at midnight, this coming Sunday. Let's see. C. Vaughn says, love your videos, they're awesome. Is that a Milwaukee toolbox behind you? Yes, it is. That's a Milwaukee toolbox. Bloodshed Ink asks for ready for rain. Actually, we are in a little bit of a drought, so a little rain would be nice, but I don't know if we're ready for what's coming. Keith Hall, my wife likes them because of Halloween, LOL. Likes? Oh. we're on chick stuff. I don't know what we're talking about here. Yeah, Vaughn, it is. Milwaukee's a good box. So we talked about the Kitten Cooner giveaway that we got going on right now. I've had some people ask me if that is the big giveaway that we had previously talked about. No, it's not, guys. We still have a huge giveaway coming that's bigger and better than this one, and this one's going to be for the adults. That's the reason why I wanted to put this out there. I want to do a review on this video, or a review on this light. So we bought this light with money from our supporters who bought merchandise to do a full review for you guys, because I see a lot of people showed interest in that light. But then I had a light that I didn't want, so we want to give that away to a youth. But I wanted to do that giveaway first because we got another giveaway coming that is just for adults, and it is going to be way bigger and way better than that light right there. So hang on, guys. Another week or two, maybe, probably just a week, we're going to announce what that giveaway is, and that one's going to be a big giveaway. Not sure exactly if it's going to be just YouTube. It could be YouTube and Facebook enters, but anyway, we're going to figure that out. I know what's in it. I know it's great. I know you guys are going to love it. Coon season's coming. You're going to need this, and it's going to work out great. So stay tuned for that. Steve May, when you coming to hunt with me, bro? Stevie, I was just talking to the Tackets that live near you doing meet and greet. I'll message you, and I message the Tackets. We need to do like a group message saying figure something out. When season's in and when it cools off is when I want to come. We'll nail it down and how we're going to do it. Timber Hill, say, hey, that Kitten Cooner is very thoughtful. Thank you. I appreciate it. We're just trying to give back, to the kids. The thing we see a lot of times is kids, they end up having to tote whatever little thing they can afford or whatever. And this was a lot, like I said, we've done this review to help people that are interested in it. I don't plan on carrying it, so we want to donate and do a giveaway. We firmly believe in supporting the youth and building up the youth in the sport. So, Country Boys, I live up in Tennessee. Whereabouts? Billy Joe says, are Big Dog lights made in Cambridge, Ohio? Yes, they are. They're made by Matt Williams. He is the owner and the maker of those. And I will go and tell you guys, there's some lights out there today that say made in USA, and that only means they are assembled in USA. Big Dog lights with Matt Williams is 99.9% made and assembled in USA.
99.9.
There is one part. There is one part on that light that does not come from America, and that is the actual LED. And the reason why is Matt wanted an all-American light. He really did. But he said to buy LEDs made in America, it'd be a $500 light, and nobody would buy it. And you can't knock him for that. But everything else, guys, the head is machined out of aluminum. It's machined, I think, in Michigan or something. I don't know exactly where. But anyway, the head is machined, the lens, the reflector, all that's America. The cord going all the way back to the batteries made in America. The cap light and the bump light's made in America. The aluminum battery housing is machined in the same place as the head. The batteries are bought from somewhere in America. Like I said, 99.9% of that light is made and assembled right here in America. So, Timmy says, wake up.
I am awake.
TJ says, how are you picking the winners? Okay, I've got a, hang on, I'll show you. I've got an app on my phone. And I'll do a video about it too. It's called Random UX. I know this is probably backwards. You see that there. Basically what I do is once the drawing or the entries are all done, I'll take all the names, write them down on a piece of paper. I enter them in here and you hit select and it randomly selects a name. And whoever it picks, that's who the winner is. And I'll pick a runner-up just in case I can't get in touch with the winner. I'll give them like 24 hours or something like that. But that's how we're going to pick that, guys. So, and I will make a video and post that up showing, you know, how we honestly done that. We are not picking the winners. If it was up to me, we'd go ahead and go buy a bunch more lots and give every one of these kids a lot because the stories that they're putting on here, they need them. They really do. But we can't afford that right now. We'd love to try to do something like that one day. But anyway, we're not going to pick it. The random app's going to pick it, so it is completely fair. There is no bias. We have some people who have entered that are friends of ours, and we got some people that we do not know, so it's completely fair and completely biased. That's the only way we'll ever do anything. We, you know, we're not going to pick sides. We're going to let them a random app do that. Billy Joe says, I'm heading up there to Paul Bunyan Festival in October. Thought about trying to pick up a lot while there. Yeah, best thing to do, Billy, is you would need to call Big Dog Lights and talk to him and ask him. You know, I don't know how he does all that stuff as far as people come by and pick up lights. He don't really have a store, so he's got a place that he puts them together and assembles them, and then, you know, he ships them out and sells. So whether you can go by there and pick something up or not, I'm not sure. You'll need to call him and talk about that and see. Aaron Lewis, what type of light do you suggest? The only light that I use, guys, is Big Dog. This right here is the Genesis. Now, this thing looks rough because I have put it through the ringer. The Big Dog Genesis has got a real small battery on it. You see about as tall as a finger, a couple fingers wide. You can get in a soft cap or you can get in a bump cap. Let's see here. You got your main beam, 4 clicks on high, roll back. Then you got your walking light, low and high, red, low and high, and green, low and high. So this is the only light that I use, guys. This thing right here with the liner inside weighs 1 pound. I took the liner out, so it weighs even less than that. 99.9% made and assembled in America. American-owned company. $300 plus $10 shipping generally to anywhere in the U.S. We sell them as well. NightLifeKiln.com. 2-year warranty, bumper to bumper. It don't matter what it is. If a screw falls out, you mail it, and to Big Dog, he'll replace it for you. Lifetime warranty on labor. That light gets to be 5 years old and something fouls out on it. You send it to Big Dog. The only thing he's going to charge you is for the part. And I'll go ahead and put this out here too, guys. You got to watch what some people out there say lifetime warranty on some things, on some lights and stuff. There's fine printing in that says while there is only parts to fix. Problem is, about every 2 years, they dump their parts bin and they're coming out with a new light, so they buy extra parts for that light. So your light gets 2 or 3 years old, they don't have parts for them no more. So you may go with another brand because it says lifetime warranty over 2 years, but that don't mean they're going to have parts for life. So that's what I use, Aaron. TJ, text me on Instagram if I win, or can you make a video? Yeah, I'll be making a video of the winner. So probably Monday night next week, I'll post a video on everything. Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube of who the winner is. So another thing, guys, I got a few things I want to talk about before we get off here. I know we're over the hour mark. I apologize for running so long. Y'all have been great, though. Tons of questions. I really love this participation we get on YouTube. It's one of my favorite ones we do. This week, actually, like last night, I think we hit 1,000 subscribers, wasn't it? Last night?
I don't know.
It was like last night or not before. We hit 1,000 subscribers on YouTube. We've only been at this 10 months. When I started this 10 months ago, I didn't think we'd get 100. I really didn't think we'd get 50 people, honestly. I had no clue it was going to turn into this. This means the world to me. 1,000 subscribers, 1,000 people being interested in my stuff means the world to me. It touches my heart. I appreciate it very much. You know, I wanted to also talk about why we do this right here. The main reason why I originally started this was I wanted to be able to have videos and memories of my dogs. That was my first main objective. This is something I would always have to look back on. And then, you know, people start messaging me and asking me about things. And I realized, you know, maybe there's not that many venues where people can get advice. And I'm no expert on nothing. I've got lucky and had some good dogs that were easy to train more than anything, honestly. So then it switched. I want to help people. And we want to share our experience. One thing we try to do with our videos, if you're new to this, whenever I post up video, you can go back through my video list and you're going to see videos where we don't trade a single coon. You're going to see where Hyde has made me mad, he's made me ill, and I've had to do something to try to fix a problem and break something. There's a lot of YouTube guys out here that do great stuff, but I didn't really see anybody that was showing any how would you word that?
It wasn't realistic. It was always positive. It was never realistic.
Yeah, and not saying these guys aren't having to do this stuff, but a lot of people don't want to watch a video where you don't see a coon. I get that. I try not to post them up much, but you know, if we come across a certain subject, say Hyde was a cut a deer, which luckily he hasn't, I want to film that and I want to show how I break him, so to help you guys with the same situation or people who need to solve that problem who've never been told how or taught how. So we want to share our experiences, even our highs and our lows. Like we talked about, a lot of people got to love my old dog Jug, and when he died, I want to share that with y'all. Got a lot of positive feedback on that, so that was super sweet and nice. Donnie Lowe, how you doing? All right, TJ, good night, buddy. So we want to help people, want to share our experience, and then we made a ton of new friends off of this. You know, just been really touching. Everybody's supported us. We really appreciate it, guys. Another thing, if you're interested, you see me wearing the shirt and the hat. We got a website now, nightlifekilling.com. We sell t-shirts, hats. We sell all the big dog lights. We sell JC calls, coon squallers. We got decals. This is a white. We got green, black, red. We even got pink decals for the ladies. So any lady out there want anything, there they are. We got those for sale. We got coon carriers, a couple things, and also we got some new merchandise coming very soon. We actually got some brands that we're going to be picking up and being dealers for, so that's coming in the near future. We're only trying to sell stuff we actually use right now. Maybe one day we get kind of into the coon supply business. I'm not sure. But right now, anything we sell is something we use. So we sell big dog locks because that's what we wear. JC calls, that's what's hanging around my neck when I hunt, so that's what we're selling. You know, stuff like that. And of course, the shirts and stuff. And everything you guys purchase from us, we turn around and we put right back into Nightlife. We bought a new camera. We bought stuff for this giveaway. It's going to pay for fuel and stuff to go hunt to make these videos. So that's what all that's for. But if you're interested in anything, www.nightlifekilling.com. You can go in there and get any kind of merchandise you might be looking for. Joe says, really appreciate your videos. How you take time for questions and what you do for kids. Thank you. Timber Hill, congratulations on your success. Thank you. And Timber Hill, congratulations on yours. I was on your page the other day, and your numbers, your subscriber numbers are going high too. I'm really impressed. Congratulations. Marcellus Harrison, what booth are you going to work at the Grand American? I'm going to come see you there. I will be at the Sport Dog booth at Grand American and most likely Walker Days in Union, South Carolina. But if things work out right now, Walker Days, Union, South Carolina, Miss Nightlife's going to be in a booth right beside me, right beside Sport Dog, selling t-shirts and hats. So, and I'm hoping to have some t-shirts and hats at Grand American, but they may be at the Sport Dog or the Big Dog booth. Joe Bedner, what's a good waterproof chap that is also good for getting through thorn bushes? I've always liked that. Well, the Dan stuff. Dan's just got to make good stuff. That's why I'd say for as far as chaps are. As far as boots goes, I'm not a real big fan of mucks. I've had a couple of pair of just regular muck boots, and they seem to break easily. I'm a big fan of Irish Setter boots in general. My work boots are Irish Setters, and the Irish Setter makes a rubber boot that has an extremely aggressive tread. It's reinforced on the sides, and I think it's going to last a long time. I haven't had a pair, but if they're rubber boots or anything like their work boots, it's going to be bulletproof. And I know Dan's does a combination with the Irish Setter boots and Dan's waterproof chaps. So that's what I would look into. Timber Hill said, I'm trying harder. You're doing great. Timber Hill, message me tomorrow. I've got something I want to show you. Let's see. Donnie Lou, thanks for all the advice. I'm just getting into dog hunting. Have a combo dog, Kimmer Kerr. Sounds good. Kimmer Kerrs are good. Marcus says, when's Walker Days? I always wanted to go, but I never knew it was. Okay, Grand American is generally the first weekend in January every year. Walker Day, and the Grand American is in Orangeburg, South Carolina, in case anybody don't know. Walker Days is generally the last weekend in February, and right now it's in Union, South Carolina. After this, I hear they might be moving it, but that's just a rumor. So, but yeah, Grand American first weekend in January, come see us, Orangeburg, South Carolina. Last weekend in February, Walker Days, Union, South Carolina. Come see us for sure. We'll be there. Dan's way to go. That's what Sam says. Sam would know. Sam, you got sponsored by Dan's, didn't you? You using them a lot? So I own a couple of Dan's things. I hardly ever wear them. We don't hunt a lot of places that need chaps. So, Timber Hill says our 2 7-month-old pups are looking promising. They look cute. I love her red bone look. I really do.
Yeah.
Don't tell nobody I said that. Did y'all see? did y'all see my picture on Instagram and stuff? I got. Oh man, she's gonna pull it out. I got caught holding a red bone puppy at Autumn Oaks in Indiana. It was kind of funny.
Where is it? I have it.
I've already deleted it.
No, you didn't. Here's the proof.
I got caught holding a red bone.
Look how cute.
You know what it was, don't you? You know why I got caught holding a red bone? This poor fella walked in there and said he needed a good tracking system, but he didn't need a red bone, so he's going to trade that for a tracking system. No, that was his pup he had for sale, though. But, yeah, he bought a tracking system, so he needed me to hold his pup while he signed the receipt and all. But, yeah, I like red bone. I like the looks of them. I really do. So, all right, guys. Well, I think we're going to call it a night here. Remember, Kitten Cooner giveaway, a couple of videos down, 18 years or older. Go down there and comment the required comments. It tells you all about it. Watch the video. It's only 3 or 4 minutes long. Miss Nightlife tells all about it on there. Till next Sunday at midnight is how long the contest runs. So get those youth involved and give them a comment. We've only got like 20 people commented right now. So right now, there's not a lot of competition. I'd like for there to be some more, but, you know, another jump on while there's not, you know. You need something?
Mm-hmm.
What?
You need to tell that little dude that you didn't hear him.
What dude?
So that little dude that we saw at the fair on Monday night, he didn't hear you. That's why he didn't.
Yeah. All right. I doubt this kid's going to see this. I really do. I hope he does. We was at the local fair over by Asheville, North Carolina. We was walking through the crowd. I had my hat on. I was looking at like cotton candy or something, you know, fat boy's interested in his food. And evidently some boy said, walked by and said, hey, there's Nightlife. I did not hear him. She heard him. And then he was gone in the crowd before she could tell me and I had a chance to say, hey. So, boy with the blue shirt, blue hat at the fair in Asheville the other night that seen me. How you doing, buddy? I appreciate you recognizing me. So,
try again next time.
Yeah, try again next time. Timber Hill, no. It's a trade secret I want to show you about. So, Jewel boys, have a good night. Y'all be safe with the storm. We will, Trey. If you got to travel through it, buddy, you be careful too. Mitch, good night. Sam, you have a good one, buddy. I appreciate you. Cyrus Woodard, be safe. We will. Appreciate you. Last question here. Joe Bedner, what bloodline do you like best for walkers? I like to get into Clover. High goes back to Hillbilly Deluxe, which rolls back into Clover, and of course anything Sackett. So that's the way I like to roll. Sorry, one more. Darkins Falcon, I'm 21 years old. I'm a mechanical engineer student. My goal is to work and earn money, then get a high-end PC and game on it. Is that normal? I don't know. I cut grass for a living, so good luck with that. Make a pile of money, send me some. So, all right, we're gonna get off here, guys. Next week we're gonna be on Facebook Wednesday night, 8 p.m. This weekend, if we don't get washed away by Hurricane, what's her name? Florence. Might try to do a little coon hunt, so guys. We appreciate you. We love you. In the meantime, true one for us.